the game?
Yeah.
What can you, just in a general scouting report, the way they play defense, what they do well, what do you see from them?
I think it's one of the best defenses in the country. They got great personnel. They play discipline. They run to the football. They tackle well. Love the front seven. The back end is good, and they're just a really good defense. It's one of the best defenses that we've played.
How big a question is it for you? I mean, your line played pretty well against William & Mary. Obviously, you step up in competition. How big a question is it how they'll perform on this stage?
Well, there's a lot of variables that go into this game. You're going to walk into an environment that you can't hear anything, so communication is crucial. Our guys will play really hard. You got to get into the groove of not being able to hear. It's a place that if you're not careful, it feels like you're on an island by yourself, just because you can't communicate. So communication is going to be crucial, and just like I said, the defensive front is excellent. So we're going to have to play really hard. We're going to have to play smart, and well, it'll be a challenge.
You obviously have a unique perspective of Urban Meyer, having worked for him. Is the reputation deserved, I would assume you would say?
He's a great coach, yeah, in every aspect of it. He's got a great plan. They recruit well. They're disciplined, and they play really well. I mean, his record speaks for itself. He's an excellent football coach.
What would you say, you know, you've worked for a lot of coaches, what would you say was the thing you sort of took with you during your time working for him?
He does a great job of making sure that everyone's on the same page. He demands you to do your job. He's a great head coach.
But Bud said he's had a couple conversations with you, just kind of picking your brain without specifics. What kind of insight can you give a defensive coordinator from your time?
Well, we do things very similar to what they do. Going to Florida, I was able to, Coach Meyer was able to teach me a whole different style and a different way of thinking, which was a blessing in disguise. It was great. It was an unbelievable experience, and I appreciate the opportunity that I had.
I think you could hear the crowd noise or the sound in the stadium from across campus. You've obviously played in Ohio Stadium. How big of a factor is that, just to communication?
I think it's, just like I said, I think it's one of the loudest places. It's electric. It's it's top 5 without a doubt that I've been in.
Do you, as a Michigan guy, still have that when you see Ohio State, when you put on the film, when you're getting ready to play them? Is that fire still there because of who they are? Or?
Ohio State is it's a great program. We've got a ton of respect. Had the great opportunity to play them for, I think this is the 15th or 16th go around. So it's an awesome place. The place that I'm from is an awesome place, so that rivalry was unbelievable to be a part of. It was awesome. It was an awesome rivalry.
So you don't have any motivational speech saved up for Saturday night for your offense about how much you want to beat their ass just because of the Michigan Ohio State?
No, it's the Michigan and the Ohio State rivalry. That's the Michigan and Ohio State rivalry. It's the Virginia Tech and the Ohio State game. It's that was the past, but the memories and the opportunities to play them, it was awesome experience.
As someone who grew up in Ohio, did you kind of take note of them when you were a kid playing in high school and everything?
Yeah, I loved Ohio State. I was a Buckeye. It's just that I felt that the best thing for me and my family was to play at Michigan.
You mentioned learning kind of a different style under Urban. I wonder, the no-huddle you sort of showed on Saturday, how much of that would you say is playing to Brewer's strengths? How much of that is a philosophical change maybe for this program?
We wanted to be no-huddle last year, but again, there was a lot of factors that occurred, and we're still in the beginning stages of that. There's a lot of that we can do in the near future to make it faster, to go faster, to reduce the verbiage. So we'll just keep improving on that.
Do you have like an ideal number of plays in your head that you'd like to get the speed up to?
You'd love to be anywhere between 80 and 90 plays. I think in the perfect world, I think we're in the high 70s. I think with the penalties, we were in the 80s. But you'd love to, the more times that you have the ball, the more opportunity you have to help Bud and the defense to keep the ball. So we want to keep the ball, and the no huddle. You could huddle, you can no huddle. It doesn't matter what offense you run. If you run West Coast, if you run spread, if you run the 3-digit system, it all comes down to execution. So is there some advantages to all of them? Yes. And we just feel that right now with who we are and what we are, that's the direction that we're going. Not to say that we're not going to huddle and we're not going to trade and we're not going to shift and we're not going to motion. No, we're absolutely going to do that.
Did you use some package plays on Saturday?
We packaged, the plays were packaged in the huddle, they're packaged, everything that we do is packaged, everything we do.
You get Stanford back today?
Yes, we do.
Expect him to play on Saturday?
I absolutely do.
Calvin Klein, what's his?
You'll have to ask Coach Beamer.